What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pens and Tea. My name's Carrie, and today I'm going to jump right into it by explaining two videos that will be upcoming. One that you are currently watching right this very second, and one that will be coming likely a week from now. So like probably towards the end of next week. If not the end of next week, then the beginning of the following, but probably towards the end of next week, based on the rate that I am filming these days. And that is two different top 5 videos. So as you can see by the title of this one, this is my top 5 favorite new fountain pens, and or top 5 favorite fountain pens I've acquired this year. Something, I don't know what I'm going to name this video yet, but that's the topic. That is my favorite 5 pens that I have gotten this year. I'm going to do my top 5 favorite fountain pens of all time. That will be, like I said, probably in about a week from now. But I wanted to do this one because when I was originally writing down some of the pens that I wanted to talk about of like all time, I struggled to put some of these on that list, even though I wanted to, because they are so new. Usually when I say all time, I want to have had it for a long time. I want to have used it for a long time. I wanted to be obsessed with it for a long time. That's the whole point of greatest of all time. But these are so new that I didn't feel justified that I could put them into that video. So I made a new one. I made a new video. Let's jump into it. Ironically, looking at these pens, they're all very similar. You are going to understand my fountain pen style when you see these. But let's just jump into it. No particular order. I will say a disclaimer-ish, I suppose. 2 of them were actually sent to me. 3 of them I've purchased with my own moolah. But either way, the 2 that were sent to me, I would have bought anyways because they're stunning. So let's get one out of the way really quickly that you all are probably going to know if you know me and my top 5 fountain pens of anything. And that is, there's never going to be a top 5 list without a Benu pen. This Benu pen is the one that I was like kind of wanting to put on the all-time, but like I was torn because again, I've had Benu for several years, but this one, it was just this year. There's reviews of almost all of these. So there is a review of this one that I just did. This is the fall version, so it is hand painted and simply stunning. I really wanted to put this one on my list because this year has been a different year out of any fountain pen year I've ever had, where I haven't actually been using my pens a ton this year. I haven't not been using them, but percentage-wise, based on past years, past decade of my life really, this year has been probably the least. And that's just because I've been really busy. I've moved, I've had 2 different jobs, just like building relationships with people and stuff like that. So I haven't been using them a ton. But Benu has always been there for me. And this pen is simply gorgeous. And this pen is the one that I've had inked up probably the longest consecutively. Pelikan Edelstein is in here currently, Amethyst, and it is gorgeous. I adore it. I won't get too far into it because I know I've talked about this ad nauseum, but I just love it. It brings me a lot of joy. Another pen that's brought me a ton of joy that I did a review of not too long ago, talking about joy, is the Franklin Christoph Model 20. This is the walnut version from Wonder Pens. If they have not restocked already, I know there is a restock coming, but I believe they've just restocked at Wonder Pens of this version. And it is gorgeous. Let me try and get out of the frame here so that my phone will actually focus on the pen. It is beautiful. This I really liked to talk about because I actually put in a nib that I haven't used in a bajillion years, and it is a crisp metallic fountain pen nib. And it just brings me a ton of joy. I've gone through multiple converter fills of this now because I've been doing D&D prep for a very, very short campaign that I'm going to be running in like January, February. And I've written out a lot of hand notes with that pen. And I love it. It's gorgeous. There is Pilot Iroshizuku Tsukiyo in there. No. I put in Diamine Oxford Blue into that pen. That's right. I forgot about it. This is this is the newest pen in my collection. And it's stunning. I adore it. I do have like one little beef with the fact that the nib is super recessed into the grip section for when you're filling. It is kind of a pain in the buttocks, but other than that, gorgeous. Chef's kiss. Love. One pen that I was sent that is huge is this bad beast right here. This is the Magna Carta. This is the 600, and it is the one that is flex. Got the flex nib. I did a first impression video of this pen. I have not done a full formal review of this pen yet because this pen is something that I had to get used to and really learn how to use. Sorry, I'm watching Parker. I got a new humidifier for our place because it's drier than the Sahara Desert in here. It was like 22% relative humidity. It should be like 40 or 45 minimum, yeah. Obviously it's not inked up right now, but I went through multiple converter fills because this is such a unique pen that I've never really used before. It is the flexiest flexer that I've ever used as well, and it is just beautiful. So definitely check out the first impression if you haven't yet, because it blew me away. I adore that this pen is very large but yet super light, because if there's any metal components, I don't think I could use this pen because then it would be too heavy, because it is a beast of a pen. But the material that it's made out of is gorgeous, and I love it. It reminds me of like lava and granite and just natural beauty. Yes, baby, are you gonna come up? Are you gonna jump up? You've jumped up in almost all my videos recently. Oh, I got hair stuck to my chair. You know you're gonna. And then a pen purchase that I made probably out of all of these. This was the longest ago. Oh, there she is. I think it was in April or May or something like that of this year. And that is the Pelican, oh my goodness, Platinum 3776 celluloid. This is the tortoise version. It looks a little bit more yellow on camera than it does in real life, but it is beautiful. This has been a pen on my list of wanting to buy for quite some time. I have a medium nib on it, and I finally did it. This was my congratulations, you're a homeowner fountain pen. Yeah, do you like it? I know I put on hand cream. You don't like the smell. Yeah, but it's gorgeous. I adore it. I'm a huge fan of Platinum Century 3776 pens in general. I have a couple. I've had way more. I had like 6 of them at one point, but I did end up selling them, except for 2 of them, just because I don't need that many of the same pen. If I wasn't doing this channel where I review and use pens a lot, then I probably would continue to keep multiple of the same pens, because I would be using my own pens way more than units for review. But this is definitely one that I've been coveting for some time and finally have in my collection. The only thing I don't like is the line on the back of the nib, or lid rather, which you can't even really see, but there is a line that makes it look not as uniform. And then the last one is a little guy. So going from a pen such as this to a teeny little pen such as this, guys, size doesn't matter. This is the Kaweco Art Sport fountain pen. Obviously brown, because if you paid attention to any of the pens that I've just shown you, they're all brown. This one, I love the Kaweco Sport. You all know that, just like my Bennu pens. I talk about them and gush over them all of the time. I mean, I just did a video recently where I inked up Diamine Polar Glow into the frosted coconut because it is my holiday setup. This has an extra fine nib. It does have a Kaweco push cartridge in it, which I don't believe came with the pen, but I can't quite remember now. I don't think it did. It doesn't come with any of the regular versions. I just don't remember if it came with this one, but I don't think it did, because I don't want to eyedropper convert this one in case it stains the barrel, because the barrel is absolutely gorgeous. The difference between like the art version and the regular version, which I will do an actual comparison video eventually, is just the type of plastic that it's made out of. So this one is made out of just a higher quality plastic, basically, than the regular versions, and these ones do have a built-in clip, whereas with this one you have to buy it externally. And then, that's about it, really, but there are some minor differences here and there. I do want to get the ice version of the art so that it looks very similar to this, but it is flecked. I just can't justify the purchases of that at the moment because the funds are rather tight these days. Hence the homeowner comment. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I am thoroughly enjoying all of these fountain pens. Like I said, if you've paid attention to any of what I've said along the way here, all of these pens look very, very similar, and that is because I have preferences. I have preferences. So these are the pens that I've acquired this year. This is my top 5 favorite pens that I've acquired this year. I have a feeling that next year some of these pens are going to end up in my all-time video, but for this year they will not, just because they're too new and I can't quite justify that yet. So yeah, like I said, stay tuned for that video, which will be coming shortly. Hit the subscribe and turn the little bell notification on if you want to make sure you don't miss it whatsoever. If you've noticed, this week I have posted every Monday through Friday, like every day, every weekday. The goal, the intent, is to actually post for the month of December only, every weekday. I don't know if I'll be able to 100% do that, which is why I haven't shared this until now, but that is the intent. So if I miss a day or two, my bad, but that's the intent, is to get a video out every weekday for the month of December. I did that a couple years back and I had a good time with it. So I'm going to see if I can do that this year, while, maintaining the health and the old noggin up here. So that's the goal. But yeah, if you'd like to help support me further than just watching these videos, click the link to the Patreon account in the description below. But regardless, whether or not you have made it this far, thanks for watching, even if you only watched for a few minutes, in which case you're not watching this part, unless you're watching the end of the video. But any whoosies, I will see you guys next time.